Hello folks, this is Jerry Johnson with NiceThingCouncil.com. I've never done a video like this before where I just sit down and kind of pontificate, but during my lunch break I was watching Fox News, and I don't know about you, but when Fox News came along, I was very grateful because I felt as a conservative, as someone who had been a county director with Christian Coalition, I felt for the first time in my adult life, since I've really been following the news, that I at least had a voice. I guess I bought into the fair and balanced moniker that Fox News always touted. Well, what I saw during my lunch break kind of shocked me. And they brought into question a vote last night on the DNC floor about reinserting the words God and Jerusalem into the DNC platform. And what is being inferred here is that the vote was a foregone conclusion because it was scripted. And it leaves you with the idea that the Democratic National Convention, at least its leadership, is dishonest. Let's go to Megyn Kelly and her report.
Vote on the floor of the Democratic National Convention, and what a spectacle it was last night here on the floor. Delegates deciding whether God and Jerusalem as the capital of Israel should be put back into the party's official platform. Democrats had taken serious heat for removing them. They were in back in 2008. They actually took them out, decided not to refer to Jerusalem as the Israeli capital, decided not to refer to God, and then a big dust-up ensued. But when the convention chairman called for a voice vote to try to put them back in, what followed was chaos and confusion. Watch.
All those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no. In the opinion of the... Let me do that again. All of those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no. I'll do that one more time. All those delegates in favor say aye. All those delegates opposed say no. In the opinion of the chair, 2/3 have voted in the affirmative. The motion is adopted, and the platform has been amended as shown on the screen.
And look what was sitting in the teleprompter when the Los Angeles mayor was calling for that vote. It was already loaded with a script that read, quote, in the opinion of the chair, 2/3 having voted in the affirmative. So there was a question about whether they understood that the crowd would be more in favor of that vote than it turned out to be.
Now, I never saw any place where Fox News gave the same type of coverage, the same type of reporting, when the same thing happened the week previous at the Republican National Convention. In fact, as far as I was concerned, and somebody may be able to dispute me on this, because needless to say, I don't watch Fox News 24/7, but I never saw it. I never saw where they brought in the shameful display of not seating Ron Paul's delegates and then changing the rules to in their favor so that they wouldn't have to, and then show the shenanigans that they pulled when the vote for the rule change was taken. Ben Swan did cover it, and I encourage you to listen to his coverage here.
Taken.
The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed, no. Opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The resolution is adopted. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it? How could the Speaker of the House determine clearly how many voted aye and how many voted no? Listen again, but this time to cell phone video from inside the crowd. Well, maybe there's a good reason, a really good reason, that Boehner claimed the eyes had it. Today, incredible cell phone video was released as delegates stood by and videotaped the teleprompter that Speaker Boehner was reading from. We're going to take this video full so you can read along for yourself.
Thank you for putting this question as order. The question is on the adoption of the resolution. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed, no. The ayes have it.
So, the most controversial rule in the Republican Party history, according to countless conservatives, wasn't voted through at all. It was scripted. Despite the shouts of what at least half the room of delegates appeared to have been voting, Boehner just read along with the script.
Well, there you have it. In my opinion, at least from the exposure I've had to Fox News in the last 2 weeks, I see them calling into question the DNC's methodologies, which, by the way, I do question them. I'm not touting the DNC as to being some vestige of righteousness. In fact, just the opposite. But when they do the same thing that the RNC did, and they're the only ones that get called on it, then I have to question whether or not Fox News, now this is all depending on whether or not they covered each equally, whether or not Fox News is really about telling the truth. And as Christians, we're supposed to be lovers of the truth, not bipartisanship. Neither party has a claim to God. Neither party has the right to claim to be the most righteous. But I guess this is really going more towards the heart of a news outlet that will report one convention's shenanigans as being bad, and when the other convention had done the same thing a week previously, to make no mention of it at all, especially in their news hours, and I'm not talking about opinion pieces, but their news hours with their anchors, then I have to question, should we be giving allegiance to Fox News? Should we be trusting in them to report the news fair and balanced? If my suspicions are correct, I don't think so.